My name is Danielle McCoy. I'm a senior. I'm from the Bronx, and I dual major in political science and African American studies.
Kind of advice.
You're perfect. I'm actually a student ambassador, and I speak to prospective students all the time.
Oh, that's why Syracuse. Why should they come all the way from South Georgia to Syracuse, New York?
I love Syracuse University. There are a couple of reasons why I chose Syracuse. My first reason is because I'm a big basketball fan. So I've been watching Syracuse play since I was young. My grandmother really was into basketball. So I love basketball, and I know they're really good at basketball. Another reason why is because I heard about the diversity that they have on campus. And my goal, the reason why I wanted to go to a more diverse campus is because I know that in the real world you have to interact with people of different cultures. And what's a better way than to go to school who's known for a lot of diversity on campus. Another reason why, which I'm the living, breathing SU pride, is that the school pride on this campus is amazing. It's the best that I've ever seen. Everyone bleeds orange. I literally bleed orange. I actually was on a student panel today, so I was speaking to some students about the different experiences that I've had on this campus. And just look at it. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. I wanted to go to a big university because all my schools were small. But the good thing about Syracuse University is because it's big, but it's not that big.
Okay.
So it's you won't get lost, but it's big enough to interact with different people.
So what about financial aid? Is that difficult?
Financial aid, you can work with financial aid. I've heard that Syracuse University is one of the best universities that actually give good financial aid packages. I speak to a lot of students who go to other schools and how they, compare their packages with this one, and they have the best packages here. Well, I do want to pursue a career in law, and that has a lot to do with my passions. I have passions in criminal and just trying to fix the justice system. I know I can't do it alone, but we need more minorities in the justice system so we can diversify the law and how it's applied to a lot of the people that are, getting contact with that. But I also want to do entertainment because I'm into music. I've always been into music. Always been into sports. And I've told myself that whatever career that I do, I want to make sure that I keep all my passions alive. And I've been able to do that the past 4 years here at Syracuse University.
Yeah. And you think that your education here at Syracuse has prepared you?
Yes. What I love about Syracuse University is not only about what you learn on this campus, but I love that the chancellor has the initiative of scholarship in action, and that's applying what you learn in the classroom. Putting what you learn in the classroom and applying it to the Syracuse community. And I've been able to mentor young students who are in the high school in the Syracuse community. I've been able to go to New Orleans and volunteer there with Habitat for Humanity. I've been able to study abroad twice, fortunately.
Where?
London and Paris.
Nice.
Yes. It's just so many opportunities that Syracuse University has that it's no way that nobody wouldn't want to come here and stay here. I've been here my whole 4 years and I love it.
So,
I'm Simon Bryant.
Simon Bryant, what was the toughest adjustment for you in coming here to Syracuse from Atlanta?
Being so far away from home, the biggest transition was just, being so far from home and, encountering these issues where usually I would, my mom would be on hand or, she'll be close by to come and, help me out. But, being up here, she can't just show up, I matured very fast. Or not so much as very fast, but, I
realization.
Exactly. I noticed, me having to mature and, start handling problems on my own. And aside that, just the weather. But, you can get over the weather.
Okay, talk about the weather now. Don't just throw it aside because that weather thing is a big deal.
It is a big deal. My freshman year was kind of, I thought was unbearable. It was and being from Georgia, we get, just snowflakes falling and the whole day is, over. Nobody's, to leave their homes.
Snow braids.
Exactly. But here, the snow, especially I used to live in Sadler Hall, the snow would just pile up, man. 3-4 feet of snow. And you'll wake up, check your email, and we still have class. Class is ended, no kind of days off. But You know, after a bit, I got a coat, you know, some long johns, thermals, and,
The right boots.
Yeah, some boots, exactly.
So now you do that whole fashion thing, that winter fashion thing.
Yeah.
You're doing the fashion thing right now.
Yeah,
I know this.
personally into just like dressing, so
Yes,
I try to, you know,
Got the
compromise
scarf, got
the two.
the hat.
I try to compromise, you know, being warm and still being fashionable.
Okay.
And you learn that from people who are from here, you know, people who are from New York City, Connecticut, New Jersey.
Okay.
But that was
Okay.
probably the toughest transition.
So when you finish, which is when? Next year?
I'm actually finished in December with my undergrad studies.
December. That will be 4 years or 5 years?
3.5 years. Is how long I've been.
3.5
Yeah, I was
years.
able to, through the
Wow.
joint enrollment program in Georgia, I was able, my junior year and senior year in high school, I was able to enroll at a junior college in Fairfield.
Cool.
Excellent.
So I was able to
Yeah.
So you
get
came
a
in with a
start.
bunch of.
Yeah, with my
Bunch of
freshman
credits.
year and half of my sophomore year completed.
So
That's
so
great.
what do you think prepared you best for the academics here at Syracuse?
I guess I would say just, you know, me being self-motivated. Me recognizing that I had the opportunity to come to Syracuse and knowing what it took to, you know, stay here and, you know, be, you know, maintain here was probably the thing that prepared me the most. I
Okay.
wasn't, you know, I will admit that I wasn't initially, you know, academically prepared in regards to having to know things because, you know, I wasn't reading the books that, you know, a lot of people here were reading in high school just because of the curriculum in Georgia is so much different. So just recognizing, you know, that I had to, you know, be self-reliant and, you know,
Step it up.
Exactly. I had to, you know, step my game up was probably what prepared
Step
me the
your
most.
game up. Okay, and you did. So what do you do next when you finish Syracuse in
Well,
December?
yes, I'm looking
In
towards
3.5 years.
I'm looking towards some grad school options. You know, the Newhouse School is one of my options for grad school.
Newhouse School. That's on this screen.
Yes, Newhouse, #1 public communication school in the country.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Wow. Okay,
Yeah.
so you're going to go from marketing, which is which is a business major.
Yeah, which is a business major, to a more creative, you know, media technology focus in graduate school.
Right.
Yes,
Right.
you know, there's a bunch of different resources that they, you know, they put in front of us as students to really link us with Syracuse alumni, because our alum is so successful, you know, that they really, you know, do a lot to, you know, put us in that network.
So when you choose a school, a college, you're actually choosing the academics at that college, but you're choosing a network of other people.
Well, that's one huge factor that, you know, made my decision for me, because honestly, Syracuse wasn't even in my, you know, top 5 schools. It wasn't until, you know, I learned more about the school, came to visit, and understood, you know, just how large the network is, that really made my decision for me. Because honestly, you know, school is school. You know, 1 + 1 at Syracuse is going to be 1 + 1 at, you know, Georgetown or any other school.
Right.
But it's really the network and the connections built here that I feel distinguish, you know, Syracuse from other schools.
Okay, Simon, thank you so much. So is there anything more that you want to say to our audience that I didn't ask you about?
I mean, I just...
Or to your mom.
Oh, to my mom. I just want to thank my mom, Stephanie Harris. I would just, you know, promote the fact that Syracuse is probably the most fun, most knowledgeable experience I've ever had in my entire life. You know, as I wind down my time here, I'm getting, you know, I would say the feeling is more sad to leave rather than just nervous. You know, I'm sad.
Nostalgic.
Exactly. I'm really sad to be leaving. You know, I've met, you know, the best friends I've ever had here at Syracuse. You know, I've experienced things that, you know, changed my life. I went abroad to Italy last spring. So just the opportunities available here, you know, the network available here, and just, you know, the camaraderie amongst the students, the student body here is what I would, you know, attribute my success here.
Hi, my name is Onaika Mutu. I'm a senior public relations and Spanish major.
Senior, yay.
And where are you from?
I'm from Brooklyn.
Brooklyn. And you?
I am Janae Green. I am naturally from Syracuse. I'm a secondary math education major, and I am a junior.
Oh, good.
Cool. You're at home.
That's right.
Cool.
So, would you all just share with our young people in Southwest Georgia why they should really consider Syracuse? What made you come here?
What made me come to Syracuse is because I wanted a balance. I wanted to be in like a fun environment and a good academic environment, and we're D1. So it's always nice to go to school where everybody knows the school for sports and everything. And for me, it was because it wasn't that far from home. But even if it was, I still like it here.
Okay.
Do you play a sport?
I mean, no, my boyfriend plays a sport.
Okay, what's he
But
play?
I don't play a sport. He
What's
plays
he-
football.
Okay.
For this school?
Yeah.
Okay. He actually plays.
He
He actually
actually
plays.
So that's always a plus.
Okay.
For me, what made me choose SU similarly, besides the distance, which I wouldn't have had a problem going away, but financially, for me, with SAYS and all the other programs that it allows, it just made sense for me to come here. And outside of that, like she said, the name, the sports, and it's an environment. You get a bunch of different cultures, so you're not just around typically one group of people. It's a bunch of people mixed here. So you got the fun aspect and the academics. Anywhere you go, you pretty much know SU name.
Yeah.
So.
Great.
So what advice for people, for students coming here for the first time, perhaps, from South Georgia? Now, Atlanta, mind you, it was like 85 degrees yesterday.
Oh, no.
Get your coat.
It's negatives over here. It's not 85, but the best advice is to get involved.
Okay.
And that's the best way to make your experience. Like, Janae and I, we both like model, and we are involved on campus and stuff like that. So that's the best way to make friends and to meet people and, like, get to know what kind of circle you do or don't want to be in. So, like, when you get here, get involved.
Okay.
Okay.
Definitely that. I mean, that's actually how me and her met, through modeling. And outside of getting involved, like, you really don't interact with anybody. Everybody pretty much, you're coming in, people already know each other and stuff like that, and everybody has their own lives. So outside of doing stuff, you probably won't ever meet anybody, especially like me. I'm not just I'm not just going to walk up to anybody and just start talking to them.
Like she just did.
Yeah, like and as far as like study habits, definitely you have to do a lot more coming in. Like, you got to adjust the teaching style. So whereas your teachers are teaching you concepts and stuff, it's not necessarily going to be like that coming in
college
college.
is different.
You got to learn how to teach yourself and then ask for the help that you need. So definitely.
Procrastinate.
That is key. You hear what she said? Ask
And
for
if
the help you need.
procrastinate, you're gonna be up all night. So it's best to, like, you'll be fooled by people that, like, go out every day, but, like, you don't know what people are doing, like, when you're not looking. I'm one of those people. I go out all the time, but make sure my work is done.
See, that's why I'm not going out. See,
That's why you have to do it, like, before. You got to do all your work on Friday.
I can't stay up all night.
There you go.
That's not gonna work.
The pressure of failing keeps you awake. That's what keeps me awake. I'm like, no, my mom is gonna beat me, so I have to. But
Thank you, lady.
My name is Anita. I'm a junior here, marketing major, and I think what we were talking about earlier was that Syracuse University has this big minority community, and it's something that's very incepting because, one, getting into college is important, but I think a more important issue is staying in college.
Yes, sir.
And having that community here helps you stay. I think that's the biggest point that I can make and stress about Syracuse University.
Yeah.
So
A lot of people who look like you said.
Yes. A lot of people that look like us. I'm Latino, but there's a black community, there's an Asian community that is very big, and Syracuse prides itself in taking care of us.
Your school did a lot to push you into this direction of Syracuse.
My school had a very good connection. Like, there's a bunch of kids that come from my high school, but Syracuse actually made the attempt to connect with us, and I think that's something that they do too. If they're actually showing interest in you, it's for a reason. They try to bring quality students to their campus and to continue to just build upon that.
Through your counselor?
Through my counselor, yeah.
Okay. So you had good grades.
Good grades, good SAT scores, and just was very active. I think that's what they look for too. It's not just your grades that make you. Your involvement proves a lot if you can handle different things at the same time, and I think that's translated now. Here I'm in a bunch of different clubs and stuff, and I'm still keeping my good grades up.
So how do you think that will serve you when you graduate?
When I graduate, it'll just make me. I think recruiters are looking for a person, not just a piece of paper that says you have good grades. I'm a very good people person. I can talk to people. Doing this.
Pretty obvious, huh?
I think that's gonna get me into doors that not just my grades could get.
So what doors do you want to go in? What's your vision for your future?
My vision is to work at I actually want, my dream job is to be an event planner, but not just the simple wedding planner. I want to be the person that I've been telling people this lately, I want to be the person that plans the inaugural ball one day.
Oh, now that's the goal.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the presidential?
Be one.
Whoa, that's great. So
all right, I've got it on tape. I got it on film now. So when you make it, I'll come back with this footage.
Oh yeah, that's right. In an orange T-shirt.
Go orange.
Perfect.
Well, I have no doubt you will achieve that goal.
Andrea, thank you so much.
No problem.
So these little houses are bringing awareness to homelessness and raising money for Habitat for Humanity. Each one of the clubs that has a house out here donated $300 to Habitat for Humanity. And they're spending 2 days and 2 nights. They have to have someone in the house 24/7 as a little competition. So that's what these little houses are about.